Now, there's something I want to deal with here, because they've taught us, and you've seen so many places. How many of you have you seen in an office, in a Christian bookshop, on a car, a sticker that says, overcome fear with faith? Over faith over fear. Over, there are statements like that. Faith over fear. Overcome fear with faith. Have you seen statements like that, that sort of are putting faith and fear together? They are so common. They are trying to say, for you to beat fear, you must have faith and overcome fear with faith. It's not a very accurate instruction, because then they tell you, so, oh, you're afraid, have faith. The moment you say you're afraid, they say, have faith. Don't be afraid, have faith. Now, I agree, listen to this. I agree that faith overcomes fear. The problem is, and what I don't agree with, is for you to tell a person who is afraid to have faith. Because that they are afraid is already proof they don't have faith in that area. Do you understand? So it becomes an almost foolish instruction, or redundant at the politest. Redundant instruction to find somebody who is already afraid and you say, have faith. The question is, how do I get that faith? Because that I'm afraid is already telling you I have lost faith on that particular issue. Maybe I got a bad doctor's report or a bad financial report or whatever. I've not lost my faith in God. I believe in God. But this thing here has frightened me. And you're telling me, have faith. My question is, how? It's like finding somebody has lost $1 million shillings. And they say, you know, I've lost my 1 million shillings. And you say, oh, come on now, have the 1 million. And you don't give it to them. But you say, have the one, but they're telling you, I lost my 1 million. And you say, have the 1 million. I lost it. It's funny for you to tell me, have it. You can only tell me have it if you reach into your pocket and give it to me. You say, oh, you lost your 1 million, Bambi. Here, it's a restoration. When people have lost their faith over something, when they're afraid, it means they've lost their faith in that area. You don't tell them have faith, because it's the very thing they lost. You should find a way, how do you restore the faith they've lost in that area? Do you understand? I have to give them something that restores their faith, that resuscitates their faith. I have to give them something that is bigger than their fear and that is bigger than the faith they had, so that faith can be restored. It's not enough for me to tell them, have faith. No. And that's what everybody is preaching whenever they are dealing with fear. They say, overcoming fear with faith. No. That's not where you start. That's why for many people, it doesn't work. Look at the verse. It says there is no fear in love. He did not say there is no fear in faith. Tell your neighbor, Chikuiseko. If faith was the thing that overcomes fear, God would have said there is no fear in faith. He does not say there is no fear in faith. He says there is no fear in agape. And then he says, perfect faith casts out fear. Is that what he says? Perfect faith casts out fear. But that's what the preachers are preaching. They are saying, great faith, perfect faith casts out fear. No, that's not what God said. He says perfect agape casts out fear. So when I find a fearful heart, when I find a woman frightened, a young girl frightened, I am not supposed to have a faith conversation with her. That she's afraid is evidence to me she has no faith in that area. That's why she's afraid. For me to tell her have faith is a redundant conversation. I have to bring out something that can restore her faith. In other words, and God, so beautiful, Pastor Rona, God tells you the weapon that casts out the demon of fear. Perfect agape casts out that demon of fear. It's not faith.